secretive outpost in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. It is the first time outside cameras have been allowed inside. NSA Hawaii is on the front lines of American intelligence gathering. It intercepts communications and monitors a region that includes China and North Korea. Carter Evans went to the Hawaiian island of Oahu to show us how the NSA protects America around the clock. Carter, good morning.
Good morning. The NSA is actually one of 17 U.S. intelligence agencies, and this outpost in Hawaii is actually one of the particularly busiest these days as the U.S. shifts its focus from fighting terrorism to a competition between nations for critical information. It was also the location where whistleblower Edward Snowden stole thousands of classified documents before he defected to China. Just beyond this military checkpoint is the most powerful surveillance organization in the U.S. I can't have your help. And cameras usually aren't allowed where we're going. This is NSA Hawaii. Captain Kurt Mole leads the top-secret facility and took us inside. When have you had civilian cameras in this building before?
Well, this is absolutely a first for me. However, we recognize that transparency breeds trust.
Still, we had to blur the picture here because everything in this room is classified. It's where specialists listen in on foreign communications.
Anything that travels over the radio frequency waves or inside the electromagnetic spectrum, it can be collected. We have the ability to pull items that have been collected worldwide. Much of our reporting even ends up on the desk of the president.
The president has had some harsh words for the intelligence community. What does that do to morale here?
Nothing. We're not paying attention to that. We're focused on mission. What you saw was our 24/7 operations center.
There's so much information coming in, though. How do you even begin to sift through it all?
Humans can only do so much, and so we're looking at ways to where we can utilize AI and machine learning to be able to get the right data to that right analyst.
Can you talk about any of the successes you've had?
I would just offer the Chinese and their cyber activity is well documented.
China wants nothing less than to push the United States of America from the Western Pacific.
Much of the reporting that contributed to U.S. government actions related to that came out of this facility.
Over the past 18 months, the Trump administration has slapped Chinese hackers with an unprecedented number of criminal indictments after Chinese nationals attempted to compromise key targets in the U.S. We're in an office building in a pineapple field on Oahu, but really we're on the front lines.
We are on the front lines.
Chief Master Sergeant Nina Ung controls the NSA teams, keeping a close watch on our adversaries.
If you look at just in our own backyard, right, we have China and North Korea. It's no secret that they're loud, they're noisy, they are willing to use cyber threats and force.
You have 4 of the 7 largest world economies. You have 7 of the 10 largest militaries, 5 nuclear nations.
Tell me more about that. A cyber power grab going on?
Well, it's not just cyber. The United States does not have the superiority in any of those domains that we once had.
Deep inside this tunnel is where the NSA first established a presence here in Hawaii. It's also where Edward Snowden worked before he stole hundreds of thousands of classified documents. Snowden was a contractor working for the NSA Hawaii in 2013 when he leaked documents outlining American government surveillance practices. Is this something that people here still think about?
Not at all. We don't dwell on the past. Our workforce, our mission is too critical today.
What is the NSA's role in observing American citizens?
The National Security Agency, in conducting its missions, is always in accordance with the U.S. law.
Well, the domestic phone surveillance program first exposed by Snowden is now under review and may be discontinued. Still, no one at the NSA would go into any details about the changes made because it's classified. And I can tell you they are dead serious about security. They comb through all of our gear, and no one, employees or anyone else, is allowed to bring any electronics inside of the facility. No cell phones, no watches, and certainly no USB devices.
Yeah, so I'm curious then why they let you in.
There's a couple of reasons. They're working on their image right now after the Snowden situation. They want people to know a little bit more about what they're doing. It's also a recruiting issue because see, they're after the best and brightest tech minds in the country. And they're competing with companies like Google and Facebook, and they cannot pay what those companies pay. What they can offer, though, they
fascinating, though, for them to allow us to go a little behind the scenes.
Everything blurred there, and that one.
Yeah, I noticed that,
The
yeah.
whole room was classified.
The whole room was classified. I mean, absolutely everything on every screen was classified. That's where they were listening into foreign signals.
I love that it's in an old pineapple field.
Yeah.